What's up, blockheads? I am up here at iMotorSports here in Orlando with Santa.
Hey guys, how you been?
As you guys know, we've been doing some reviews on Indian motorcycles. We did the Challenger Dark Horse, and so this is the next in the lineup, the Indian FTR 1200 S. So this bike made an absolute ton of waves whenever they dropped like the concept of it. Finally got it into production. Some people were kind of like, oh, whenever it like came out with like the pipes that were consumer grade or whatever. But then with the Acropovics on it, you said it comes with the Acropovics? Yeah, man, it looks really good. I'm impressed. I'm really looking forward to riding this thing. A few things that I can see right off the bat. We've got Brembo brakes, inverted forks, LEDs pretty much all the way around, right?
Yeah, correct.
Single shock, adjustable, flat tracker tires on it too.
This is the setup from the factory. So this is how you get it, you know, with these tires.
Okay.
But the most amazing thing on this bike is the power that you get out of it. It's 123 horsepower from factory. You got the perfect combination for the road. So basically what Indian wants, give the customer the option of having a race bike on the road. So this is what the Indian flat track team use, Replica, so you can take it from the racetrack to the road.
Nice.
So, and you also have the option to put some bags or a gas tank bag, just to make it like a touring, like a mini touring bike, you know, just to go
right.
2 hours ride on a twisted road. So they offer everything.
The seat height on this thing is pretty tall. Would you mind sitting on it?
Yeah.
Just so we can see it.
It's made for a kind of tall rider.
Pretty much toes on both sides. Yeah, toes on both sides. Okay, cool.
Pretty much you have 4.3 inches touchscreen, fully loaded with technology.
So vibrant, like so bright.
Yeah, you got the ride command like the same you got on the Challenger. Basis gauges here. The most important thing is the ride mode, rain, standard, and sport mode. Sport mode is more aggressive ride, you know. Standard mode is just to going around in the city, and the rain mode is for rainy days. With the technology involved, you got a great bike. Also, you can connect your phone, your music. So the music, it's gonna work like a Bluetooth.
Okay, so you basically use this to control your phone, right? So leave your phone in your pocket, use that, and then you can control that via like a Bluetooth speaker system in your helmet or something.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, cool. And then there's a USB plug on here too, right?
Here is.
Yeah.
You got a USB, which is very nice, you know. Sometimes you don't have to put like a battery tender or something, just to charge your phone, just right here. That's
nice, very convenient. And then ABS, right?
Yeah, this one is ABS. Some people like it, some people don't.
Oh man, why would you dislike ABS? LED headlight in the front. You've also got LED indicators. There you go. Nice.
The tail of this guy is very sexy, you know, with that Indian logo there.
It's very bright.
Brightness.
Indian is known for putting their logo on everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Obviously, people do away with this whole thing. It's probably just like, what, 3 bolts? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And that'll do the fender eliminator, and then you just tuck the license plate up under here, like most sport bikes. All right, I think the next thing to do is to ride it. Looking forward to it. All right, so let's go for a ride. And on to the test ride portion. So we got started up, warming up. Sounds great. Whew, yeah, this is a tall bike, man. Makes sense for flat track. So yeah, like I'm 5'10". I don't know what my inseam is, but that's pretty much flat toeing it. Not flat footing it, but flat toeing it. You've got rear sets, so your legs are more back. It's more of like a naked upright, right? Woo! Clutch is grabby. Let's adjust mirrors. Yeah, they're actually pretty good. My clutch grab's like immediate. I think I'm gonna go, oh damn, I'm gonna stall it. That's what I'm gonna do. Dang. Gotta get used to this friction zone. Here we go. Woo! Nice. Oh man, this thing feels so touchy, but the turning. It's great. So yeah, ergonomics, man, I mean, I'm pretty much standing straight up here in the road. You're not sitting. Definitely more upright. Woo! Man, that friction zone surprises me. It doesn't really feel like super predictable for some reason. You got what, 314 miles on this thing? I think this is a demo bike. Yeah, ergonomics, you're pretty much standing up, man. Like, this is my feet down, and I gotta extend my toes to actually touch ground. That shift into second, I couldn't really feel it in the foot. That shift into third, I could. The clutch, I mean, it feels pretty grabby whenever you're in that first gear, and the bike feels, oh shit, plenty torquey. Man, you can pull this thing up no problem. I'm going to try not to do that because I'm not good at wheelies and I don't want to drop this bike. I don't know, just right off the bat, to me, it just feels so touchy. It feels a lot like a sport bike. Like, I don't know, like the last bike, I don't know what's with the shift into second gear. It just feels strange. But yeah, the last bike that I kind of had this feeling on, where it was like so touchy, like just finely tuned, was my Yamaha R6. The clutch isn't as grabby as an R6, but man, like the throttle is just so touchy. I mean, and this is on standard mode, which is a big change. Woo! Man, it's got power though. Wow. And I got a long ways to go in terms of a lean. I just didn't want to lean too hard because the tires aren't warm. Definitely light, very maneuverable. Is that the brake? Wow. Guys, those brakes, holy shit. Everything is just, like, you just have to have finesse with this thing. You can't just go grabbing a handful of throttle and not expect it to respond. Like, it's so touchy. Wow. That's in standard. I'm not even taking it up to like 8,000 or anything either. Man. Whoa. Dude, it keeps pulling, man. The power. Holy hell. Wow. Damn. Braking. I can feel the ABS kicking in. Nice. On the rear. Good. Hey, he was saying some people didn't like ABS. Who doesn't like ABS? I think there's something up between like first and second gear. Because look, it says first, but I'm totally in neutral. If I rock it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there's something happening. I don't know if it's specific to this bike, but there's definitely something going on between first and second. I guess we can take this opportunity to put it in sport mode. We'll leave it on this screen so we can easily switch between those. Smells like it's heating up. Fans kick on at about 207, 209. Yeah, that's about normal. Whew, this thing is getting hot. You can feel that exhaust on the leg. Oh, sport mode, man, that's where it's at. Wow, man, I gotta really lean forward during that though, because like I said, I don't want that front to come up, and I feel like I'm shifting pretty low in the RPMs. A lot of that power band, you start to feel it kind of like in the 6,000-7,000 range. So I guess my thoughts thus far is this bike, good amount of power, incredibly touchy though, like fine-tuned. Definitely not like one of those entry-level bikes, like you need to know what you're doing. Feels good, sets high. I'm sure the clearance in the turns is great. And man, this thing is like, even during the day, you know, like I got this thing facing the sun, I can see it fine. That's plenty bright. Display looks nice. I think the design of it, I mean, they could have done maybe a little more. Damn. It's fun getting on this thing, that's for damn sure. I wish we could freaking split here. Great power to this thing. Wow, so responsive. Rev matching it as I thought would be a little difficult, and it is. I'm really wondering what this little warning light is. Sport mode, man. That's where it's at with Indian Doe. Oh, this thing feels great. Like 4 or 5,000, it feels like there's a little bit of a dip, but then, man, it just starts to... that. Yeah, overall thoughts, the bike feels nice. Ripping through traffic, no problem. Let's take it on I-4 here in just a minute, see how it feels. Getting a little bit of like a kind of decel like backfire. It does have cruise control here if you guys want to use cruise control. All the rest of the controls, like in order to control where your little thing is on the screen, is going to be this one. It does feel like a little bit of a reach when you're here though. I guess it just depends on the size of your hand, but you can go here, press in for gauges. What do you press? Press here to go back. Yeah. Adjust the brightness, change the modes, and rain mode. Oh, so much more muted. You can feel it like right off the bat. But what's funny is you can actually feel it in the clutch a little bit too, but definitely in the throttle. All right, guys, we're taking it on I-4. This is not something I usually recommend. All right, so we'll do a little rain mode. Well, it's in rain mode. You see how much less responsive it is versus standard mode. All right, it's loaded. Standard mode, more responsive. Sport mode, much more responsive. Man, this is really annoying. Get down there. Wow. Yeah, this thing would be fun as hell on a flat track. Here's a good turn. I'm not gonna hit it too fast because I don't know if there's any gravel or anything, but man, got a long ways to go before you're even touching. My foot is so far off the ground right now. Crazy. See, I'm in neutral right now, but it says first again. It's really strange. Until you rev it up or move it a little bit. Maybe it just takes that movement to like register it, I guess. So we're getting towards the end of it, guys. My biggest criticism is it just feels really touchy, like fine-tuned. Like it doesn't require a lot of throttle input. Even in standard mode, it doesn't require a lot of throttle input. The brakes are really, really good. So you barely touch brakes and they are putting down some stopping power for sure. The clutch, I mean, I know that can be adjusted, but like where the friction zone basically starts, like you start to feel that friction zone and then it just grabs and wants to go. So you kind of got to be already easing on throttle. But the thing about, like I said, it's got a touchy throttle, so it's a very fine like equation that you have to kind of figure out between friction zone and, you know, starting out in first gear and like how much to kind of pull back on throttle as you're letting out and going through that friction zone. I mean, it takes a little bit to get used to on any bike that you're new to riding, but overall I could see myself getting in a ton of trouble with this damn bike because it makes you want to ride just like a freaking hooligan. That's what it's made for, right? It's made for racing. It just makes you want to jump in and out of traffic. It feels skinny, like you're up higher, so you've got a good like you know, vantage point versus, you know, like cruisers, which are traditionally lower. The ergonomics on it feel good. I don't like, my legs don't hurt at all. Like I said, I'm 5'10". It's pretty much kind of where my feet are setting on the rear sets. Yeah, I could, man, I really wish I had kind of more to like stretch its legs. Suspension, going over some bumps back there. Suspension is stiff. I'm really curious as to what the like power band looks like on this thing, because it feels like it's, you know, less torquey, but then it like kind of really starts to kick in like mid RPM range. You could definitely see how people are like pulling wheelies up on this thing all the time. What do you guys think of it? I don't know, have y'all ridden one? Do you own one? If you do, post up in the comments below. You guys let me know your thoughts. If you've done like a test ride on one, or if you own one, or if you want to do a test ride on one. Is this a bike that you guys would consider buying? Well, let me know. Whew, the suspension, man, very stiff. Yeah, look how high up you're setting, man. Like I'm even with like the drivers. It's good. This thing would be fun, but like I said, I feel like it would get me in an absolute ton of trouble. That's all good. Anyways, like I said, you guys post up down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of this thing. If you're considering one, I enjoy it, but it would definitely take some getting used to in terms of riding it and getting to learn basically how touchy all the controls are. Big shout out to iMotorSports here in Orlando. Appreciate you guys letting me demo the bike. Man, look at this. Flick this thing around, no problem. This is great. Oh, hey, bud. Yeah, this thing it's just begging to be taken off-road. Those brakes are so touchy. Where's the kickstand? Way back here. Oh, gotta use your toes. Kickstand down, lean it over, off. All right, that thing sets high. It's a hell of a lot of fun. All right, guys, y'all let me know what you think. There's a test ride of the Indian FTR 1200 S. I love the way it looks. Handling, like I said, it would probably take me a little bit to get used to it, but it is a peppy bike, that's for sure. I don't want to obviously take this one off-road or do anything too crazy with it because it's not mine, but if I had one, yeah, I'd totally be taking it off-road and being just a total hooligan with it. You guys let me know if you have any questions. If you do, be sure to post them down in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. And obviously, if you want more information on the Indian in terms of tech specs and all that, the FTR here, I will be sure to drop a link to that also down in the description below. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button also. Hit that bell icon so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Until next time, you guys ride safe out there. Stay vigilant. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.